Right, a very good evening to you and welcome to Relationship Saga on Eagles 102.3, your radio experience you can count on. Relationship Saga is that show where we get to talk about everything that concerns relationship. It is a show where we talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly experiences in relationship. We talk about issues emanating from various areas and angles of relationship issues. And of course, on this show, we talk about issues emanating from single parenting, divorce, separation, marriage, siblings dispute, family dispute, everything that concerns relationship is what we talk about right here on this show. Every Saturday, 8 p.m. is our time. And of course, the reason we also indulge in these conversations is to see how we can help you solidify your relationship and also to connect you to relationship experts that will help you with counseling, with mentorship. The whole thing, the main goal, the principal goal is for your relationship advisory. And this program is brought to you by Rachel Aben Foundation and of course with the support of Eagles FM. So welcome to another fresh super episode of the show. My name is Holy Ray, your host. And last week, I want to thank you for being part of last week's episode. It was pretty tough. It was indeed a very dicey sport for the guy, for the complainant of last week, to make a decision. It was a serious, he was in a very, very serious corner. But then, after our deliberations about his issue last week, he was able to take a stand. And in case you're just joining us, last week was the story of a man who called on the show. Suddenly, his wife said she can no longer make love, like sex with him, with different stunts. When I say stunt, it means with styles. That apparently she has gone to a prayer house, I don't know, to a church, and a pastor had said that making love to your spouse with styles is a sin. But then we looked at it from various angles last week, and we were advised that I don't know how to put it, but if you know that your partner is not making you do these things out of duress or through some sites that you know that is unethical, in as much as he or she is not doing any of that, then making love to your partner however he wants it, whenever he wants it, where he wants it, is not a problem, and it's definitely not a sin. Yeah, but for those of us who understand what I'm talking about, will understand when we say styles. I know we cannot mention that on radio, but for those of us who use it, who are conversant with the styles, know that making love has some size and some styles that you can enjoy, explore and have fun, but not on the side or on the part of your body that is unethical. Okay, so today on a very fresh episode, we have a message here anonymously. Okay, as usual, you can tell us your story. You can decide to be anonymous. You can mention your name if you want, but then just know that this program is for real life story. The way it happened, how it take happen, who do am, who no do am, that is what we talk about here. And we don't just talk because we want to hear you, you understand? But we hear you and we still help you to solidify your relationship. Now, before I go into the conversation of today, I want to let you know that is listening to me this evening that this program is open for sponsorship. So if you are one person that is touched by Allah Almighty or God Almighty, to support services to humanity, and together let's make the world a better place. You want this program to continue being on air, please send me a message and let's see how you can support this program to be on air, because we need to commence payments and we don't have that money at the moment. So but then with your help, will definitely, stay on air. So if you like this program, you'll be listening to us every Saturday, 8 p.m. You like the fact that it's helping people to heal, then please welcome on board. Let's see how we can sustain the program on air. So welcome officially to Relationship Saga with Holy Ray. Girl, I'm still in the studio. Right, so straight up to the topic of today. I don't usually like to waste our time because we always struggle to manage our 1 hour, so that's what I'm going to do. Now, the message here says, hello, Holy Ray. Good morning. Yeah, actually, the message came in the morning. That's why. Okay, so hi, Holy Ray. How are you doing? How is work? I want to thank you for using the platform Relationship Saga to inspire my life. I've been listening to you, to people telling their own story, but then I didn't know that it will be my turn someday. But there we are. Relationship issues keep threatening us as individuals and as women all around the world. Okay, let me correct that notion. Right now, relationship issues does not threaten only women. There are men also who are going through stuff that cannot even say. And before I go further with this, a guy called us last week Saturday on the show and wanted to start telling us his story. Then I told him to just hang on till the end of the program so that he could now get the number to call. The studio lines is not the lines you call, to give your complaint on spot. So the number for you to give your complaint is different. And after taking your complaint, then we bring it to the studio for general deliberation. But I didn't see the person called, so I want to believe he or she is fine. I want to believe so. So please, let's not feel like it's only women that are suffering. It's for everybody. Even men. Most men are going through relationship stuff that they cannot even shout. Okay. All right. So my sister, I believe you're listening. Okay. So please listen. Now, I'm going ahead with the remaining part of the message. It says, okay, I am from the southern part of Nigeria, and then I also married someone from the same part, south, that's south. And we were married for 4 years, and after 4 years, I couldn't conceive, and we had misunderstanding, and my husband left me to go and marry a woman from the southwest. That's the western part of Nigeria. And since he married that woman, they've been together for about 3 years, still counting. And since that period, he has never told me or even checked on me. He does not care about how I feed. He doesn't even care about how I live. As at the time he left us, our house rent has expired. He did not even care how I managed to pay that rent and put myself together. I was devastated. I was ashamed. I even had to move out from the area we're living and started going to another church. And then my parents asked me to invite him to come collect his bride price. But then he refused to come. He did not come. And then all this while, I didn't hear from him. And suddenly last year, he started showing green lights that he wants me back. So at first, I said I was no longer interested. Then my dad told me to play along. So I played along. When he says he loves me one time, I tell him I love him 10 times. Okay. And that was how I was able to lure him to my village. According to him, he was coming for a reunion. So he came with his people to my village for a reunion. And then when he got to the village, they asked him what he wants. He explained what he had come for. And then when it was my turn, they asked me. And then I told them that I am no longer interested in the marriage because he had left me to go and marry another woman. Now, when he was explaining to my family, he did not tell them that he was married. He only explained the fact that he had left me for a very long time. He's sorry, he's back, he promised that it would be better and all of that. So then when I spilled the beans that he's married to another person, my elders now asked him a question. Was your first wife with you when you went to marry the second wife? He said no. They also asked him that for all these years that you've been living with that woman away from your first wife, have you been sending her upkeep money? He said no. They also asked him, since you married that woman, have you called her to speak to, have you called your first wife, now that's the first wife, to speak to the junior wife? Have they spoken to each other on phone? He said no. So that was how God worked in my favor and his bride price was returned. Now I still feel bad because I got married in Catholic altar, and I was told that according to what he did is a punishable offense. Is a bigamy. He can be sued and go to prison for 14 years. But then I just don't want it to go that way. So that was why I thought I should just do the traditional parts of it. Now I have finished the traditional parts of it, but still I feel bad because because I had told him that this one is over, everything is over, and then I'm going to go burn our album and our enlargements. And immediately he responded that I should send him videos while I am burning those ones, that he is going to show his family the video and the bride price money that he had collected, that they were the one that pushed him. According to him, it was his family pressure that lured him to go and get married to another woman. I am in a dilemma and I'm confused. I don't even know what to do. I understand that I was broken. I was left broken. I was shattered. But then I'm feeling like I'm not doing the right thing. But I'm enjoying my peace. Okay. I'm enjoying my peace. I'm having peace of mind. I'm loving myself all over again. But the thought of him pisses me off. I feel like I was supposed to do more than that, or even allow the church to jail him. I don't know what to do. Please, Holy Ray, I want you to talk about it. Let me see if I can grab something, as I've always been grabbing from other people's stories. Let me see if my own will give me a heads up of what to do and how to do it and how to go about it. Holy Ray, do you think only the traditional returning of the bride price is okay? Or do I need to continue with the process of the proper church divorce? Please, thank you so much. God bless you and God bless your audience. All right. This was indeed a very heartwarming, touching story right there. I really don't know how people always feel like they can eat their cake and still have it. I think that's how that word is said, right? That's how it's said. Imagine, so you chop your cake. You don't chop and finish. Swallow. How are you going to have it back? Okay, let me even say he left and did not get married to another person. Would have been more understandable. Or maybe have a side chick and nakambele. Maybe that would have helped. But this one, you left your officially legally married wife, wedded wife, and went to carry your family to another village to go and marry another person, and still follow the same woman to her own church, which is no longer a Catholic church, to marry and wed that person in her own church. And to even crown it all, I mean, African men, we can do better now. We can do better, especially I have few uncles who are practicing polygamous family, and I know that they are thriving fine. They are trying with their family, you know. So I used to see how they work together, how junior wife behave with senior wife behave. So I don't know, but there you have the story. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know what is your advice for this lady. Let her, understand herself and take a stand, and let's know how we can save her and give her, how do I put it down, a sound mind, because sometimes issues like this can be very disturbing. It can be really, really disturbing. But let's know. You can also join my live stream on Facebook and YouTube, Eagles FM Abuja. You already know the page. Head out there now and also drop your comments. I will take it up from there. The studio numbers are 090 7353 0044 or 090 8766 8888, or reach me via the WhatsApp number on 090 9705 445 and 0. What do you think about this whole story? What is relationship turning into? Let me know what you think about it. Let me know what your advice for this lady. I don't know. I've got a very first caller right here. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, how are you?
I'm fine, and you? How are you doing?
I'm trying to from Gwarimpa.
Oh, okay, what's your name?
Thank God from Gwarimpa.
Oh, thank God from Gwarimpa.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for joining me. Let's hear you. Is this your first time joining me on this show?
It's everything.
Is this the first time?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, welcome, thank God.
Thank you, ma'am.
That bell is for you. You're welcome on board. All right, let's hear you.
I have to share, ma'am.
All right, go on. Let's hear you. All right, thank God. I guess it's network. Maybe your network is not too strong, but then just try and reach me right back. You're my very first caller for this evening. Let me hear you on 0907353 0044 or 09087668888. Reach me through the WhatsApp product number on 09097054450 and 0. Hello, good evening.
Evening, this is Ibrahim from Durham local government of Niger State.
All right, Ibrahim, it's good to have you join me.
My greatest pleasure indeed.
Thank you so much. Ibrahim, is this your first time?
This is my second time.
Oh, thank you so much for sticking to the family.
Yes. Thank you. What I'm trying to advise that lady is that you should just forget about that one.
Okay.
It's a defeat. So let her just pray to Allah, that is to God, to give her her match.
Okay.
That's the only answer, yes. God is surely going to give her a good person, even better than that previous one, by the grace of God. Yeah.
Amen.
But let her pray vehemently and get him out of her mind, that's all. Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you so much, Ibrahim, for that contribution right there. We understand that matters of the heart is not easy, but there a brother is advising you to just move on, just let him be. You don't need to feel sad about it. Just let him be and pray that God gives you a man that will love you rather, and stay with you. Hello.
Hello, good evening, ma.
Good evening, John. How are you?
I'm fine. How you doing, ma?
I'm fine, John.
Okay, ma. How you doing, ma?
Work is fantastic.
Okay, ma. This kind of case, this evening is really confusing, though. I'm even trying to wrap something up or wrap something in my head to know what to say. But my question is, I don't really ask how. She truly love the guy, like, she still have feelings for the guy, because she still have feelings for the guy. I believe there's very possibility for her to still reconcile with the guy. And the matter of bride price also, as she has become a bride price, That one is okay. Yeah, that is okay also.
All
But still,
right.
I don't know whether they are well in the court, but if they do so, I believe she should go back to the court and
And
do the
deserve it.
proper report. But if they not do that, one, it's okay. But the thing that I'm standing on, if she truly let the guy, there's nothing wrong about doing that. But punishing the guy will not bring anything that will not solve any issue. So she just let everything go. And if she truly loves the guy, go back. If she not love the guy, then that is, she just leave the matter.
All
I
right.
go that.
Thank you, Joan, for that contribution. Hello, good evening this evening.
Good evening.
What is your name and where are you calling from?
Calling from Abuja already. Calling from Abuja.
Where in Abuja? What's your name? I didn't get your name.
Yeah, Ushik.
Okay. Oh, what is happening? Network. All right. Keep it coming through on 09097054450 and 0 or 09087668888. Hello. Hello. Hello, is someone there? Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Good evening, Mom.
Yes, good evening.
It's Papa Njoko from Dede.
All right. Thank you for joining me all the way from Dede. Let's hear you.
Tell that lady
Hmm.
you should know worry. God's time is the best.
Hmm.
Because the reason why I say so is it happened for Kubwa here in Abuja like that. So when the man leave the girl, the lady, they go and marry another person, and the lady marry another person too. Without some days, months, that lady get belly. So tell that lady you should not think anything too much about that matter. Things will be good. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for that contribution. Yeah, sometimes you just have to gather the courage and the momentum to move on, and you will see that better doors will obviously open for you. Hello? Hello? All right, 09087668888 or 09073530044. Reach me via the WhatsApp number on 09097054450. Hello?
Good evening.
Yes, good evening, dear.
Yes, man. I thank God that I know what is the problem, man.
All right, thank God. Go on, let's hear you.
Yes, man. I just hear, man. If the girl don't get sense, that's why you don't carry the belly. My body, man. Hello?
Yes, I'm with you. I can hear you. Go on. Hello? Hello? Okay, the network is not too good where you are. Thank God. You better shift a bit, okay, so that we can have a conversation. Because on this show, this segment, everyone's opinion really, really matters and it counts because you are, given your contribution according to how you understand it as individual and according to one or two experiences you've had or you've heard from people, so you advise others on how to solidify their relationship. Keep it coming through. Hello. Hello.
Hello,
Yes, good evening. What's your name and where you're calling from?
my name is Samuel Adeni. I'm calling from Lugbe.
All right, Samuel, is this your first time?
My contribution is that my advice for the girl,
Okay.
there is nothing like reconciliation in that kind of a thing. A man that took you for granted will definitely continue to take you for granted. That thing doesn't make sense. How will you leave your wife just like that? Wife, not different, and left, married another person, and you not about that's very, very, very ridiculous. I don't advise the girl to go back into that kind of abuse because, as far as I'm concerned, that's an abuse. You just move on and look for something more better than the girl, which I believe she will definitely have something like that.
Amen. Amen. All right, thank you. Thank you so much, my lady. I believe you are listening. So you can see that we love you and we want you to be better. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening this evening. What's your name and where you're calling from?
Emmanuel calling you from Kado.
All right, thank you so much, Emmanuel.
Yeah. I believe the woman should not go back to the man at all because that man, I believe, they don't even know his right and left at all. Did not behave well. I believe the woman has to just patient. The patient God must only provide a husband for her. And again, they wait for court marriage. Let him go back to court so that court will dissolve them.
Okay. Okay, so it doesn't matter even if the bride price has been returned. So since they have a court certificate, so she can go for that one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because that is the only way that government will not be aware of it. So they go there before the church marriage. So let them go back there and separate it again there.
Okay.
You should not go back to that man. That man is not a good man, so he's not trying. He's not helping me.
All right. Thank you so much, Emmanuel.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, my lady, you are still listening. Let me go and pay bills. And when I come back, we will keep up this conversation. Don't forget that this is Relationship Saga with Holy Ray on Eagles 102.3 FM, your radio experience. You can count on. This show comes to you every Saturday, 8 p.m. So please, if you are joining me for the first time, I don't want to look for you next week Saturday because we have a family conversation every Saturday, 8 p.m. Don't touch that dial and don't go nowhere. Holy Ray, we'll be right back. Let me head out and pay bills. This is Eagles 102.3, your radio experience. You can definitely count on.
Eagles 102.3, Abuja.
My country people, would I never hear this one before? This now upgrade promo from my Abuja Home Limited. For their land, where they Gwagwalada pay 700k for 250 square meters. This one is 81% discount. Abi, you can't go for their premium, where be 500 square meter for 1 million naira. This one is 80% discount. And the original price now 5 million naira. Their land, get Ogbonge document from Abuja. Oh yeah, sharply, go get your land for Broadwater Estate, for Paiko, Gwagwalada. And this opportunity is there for our military officers and men too. You fit to green us. I be making WhatsApp us for we number will be 080-8883-7426. 080-8883-7426. I be making call this other one 080-8272-3824. 080-8272-3824. My Abuja home. Now landlord will want make you be.
Eagles 102.3, Abuja.
All right, welcome back. This is still Relationship Saga with Holy Ray on Eagles 102.3, your radio experience. You can count on. And in case you're just joining us, we are having a conversation today about a lady whose husband left her for a very long time, about 3 years plus, and got married to another woman because she's unable to conceive. And now, after living with another woman for over 3 years, he's coming back to the first wife, and the first wife took advantage of that his reunion, so-called reunion, and returned the bride price. And shamelessly, the man collected the bride price. So at this point, she's asking us, what do we think she should do? Should she go ahead and continue with the suing and all of that? Because she, according to her story, they are married, legally married, wedded, traditionally, courts, and also in church, and in Catholic Church to be precise, So now she's seeking for support, emotional support, verbal support, and to know how she can, take a stand going forward. What do you think she should do? She should continue and arrest the man, or she should allow him go to jail, because that's already is a punishable offense. Yeah. And or should we just allow her, just tell her to just move on? And so far, a lot of persons are already calling in and giving in their advices. What do you think this woman should do? This is where we get to help you solidify your relationship. We talk about your issue, and if it's beyond us, we will then connect you to relationship experts. So I want to believe that for now, we got all of this under control. Keep it coming through 090 7353 0044 or 09087668888. Reach me via the WhatsApp number on 09097054450. What is your advice for this person? Okay, so I have a message here on WhatsApp. It says, good evening to you. My name is James from Karimu. My advice to the lady is that she should forget about that man and move on just the way the man have done. She should be happy that it ended that way. What if the man had pretended and harmed her in secret, or probably unalive her, or probably killed her to have his way to another woman? The man is not for her. I'm sorry, she did not tell us if the new woman have a child already for the man. Thank you. My opinion. Yeah, that's your opinion. Yeah, actually, she told me that the new wife had also not have a child yet. As a matter of fact, she was not happy when she heard that the woman had a miscarriage at some point, because she wanted the man's happiness to be fulfilled, since that is what he wants, that is what he's looking for. But then, okay, I have another message here from Kunle from Cuba. Says, I beg you, let the lady move on. The man no deserve her. At all. All right, and this one says, good evening, Holy Ray. The lady should find a place in her heart to forgive and forget her ex-husband. She should focus and forge ahead with her life and continue to enjoy her peace of mind. She should not have any feelings whatsoever, but rather be thankful for the return of the bride price. She should not send any video of the burning of the albums to the man. Wishing her healing and quickest recovery from this unpleasant experience. This is Abraham, Father Abraham. Thank you so much for that contribution. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Is this Uche? Okay, what's happening to your network today? What is happening to your network today? I can barely hear you, like I'm struggling to hear you.
Okay, let me call back.
All right, thank you so much. Keep it coming through on 09087668888 or 09073530044. Call, send me a message or a voice note to the WhatsApp number on 09097054450. What do you think about the story? What is your advice for this woman? Or are you sharing same optimism with every other person that is saying, oh, let the man be? But I want to believe that some people sure don't have conscience. I'm sorry to use that word, but I feel like some people don't have conscience. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Jim Pajai from Singapore.
All right, thank you. Let's hear you.
My advice for her is let her forget the man and move on with her life. So I think that there are some of them say she don't know the problem that will happen to you.
Okay.
My advice for her, let her just forget about it.
All right. Thank you so much. Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening. Is this John?
Are you hearing me?
Yes.
I will not waste much time.
Okay. What did you say?
I thought I will not waste much time of yours. Please just give me a little time. Let me just ask things to say.
All right, please go on.
Okay, don't forget that. And the guy married her. And if you are married, those people that are married that have not had feelings, they know what to advise them.
Okay.
Family pressure is pressure is there. And if you don't have support, but you can't just it's like giving confidence, respecting himself, correcting himself, that you don't expect the marriage just like. You should just think it through and It is true. If she still left the guy, the guy might change. It's not so. You see, it's just like me.
How is it? How is he gonna change? Because he has gone to marry another woman with his family members to marry another woman. So how when you said the man might change, I don't quite get that part of it. And talking about the love part, if she still loves this man, do you think she will go ahead to return the bride price?
I mean, the guy is not let the guy. Okay, now. But the first thing is that the guy has that translation. Just the concept of how it should go. That is just what I just have to say.
All right. Thank you so much, John. I understand that sometimes issues that concerns emotions, we want to see how we can balance the both, but then it doesn't work that way most times. Hello, Uche. All right, please call me right back. I just missed your call. 09097054450 or 09087668888. Hello.
Hello, Ray.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Thank you very much. Good evening.
Good evening.
Ray, I have some questions for the woman.
Okay.
Of course, she said the man left her because she was unable
to conceive
for the period of time they spent together to give birth.
Yes,
yeah?
to conceive, yeah.
To conceive. And now the man went and married another woman.
Yes.
Without divorcing her. It's a serious offense anyway.
Yeah.
We all know that. And it has been established. But returning the bride price, I have a little bit concerned. The bride price that he returned, was it collected?
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that is annoying her, that the man actually collected the bride price.
Okay, they collected the bride price. But on what ground did her people return the bride price?
Okay, I think from the beginning of the story, I don't know if you were listening, according to her message here, and I quote, she said, the man only said that he had come for reunion. So according to the man, it was reunion he came for. So it was after he has done explaining his own part. I have messed up. I want my wife back. I'm sorry I left all these years. I didn't care about her. Even if I am asked to pay another bride price, I will pay. He did not mention to her family that he went and got married. So when it was her turn, she now explained that this man already left me a long time ago. He had married another person.
I got all that point.
Okay.
Let's cut the long story short, because I want the picture to be more clear.
Okay.
Now, this man that left her because she was unable to conceive,
yeah,
and he wants her back now. My question is, what if she did not still conceive? On what ground did this man want her back now?
I don't know. Okay.
After marrying it. No, I just want...
Yes, I understand. I understand.
I just want her, if she's listening, to, have something to think about so that she can make informed decision by herself. Because Uche is not going to tell her what to do. I'm not going to take decisions for her.
Yeah,
but I only want to give her something to think about and make her decision. So, if this man now wants her back, on what ground? And what if she didn't conceive? And what if the baby doesn't come? And what happened to this other woman that he got married to? Is she ready to run a polygamous family? Have she considered the disadvantage? Can she bear it? Is she something that she is ready to do? Can she take it? It's not all about love, forgiveness. Let's not paint love in this issue, please. Let's just keep our emotions of love aside and face the reality.
Yes.
Can she really do it? If she wants to consider going back, can she really bear it? And remember, this other woman is also legally married. Can she really take it? If not, let her consider all of these things
and put together.
And know if she is willing and ready to go back, or she should just pick up the pieces of her life just as she has done all this while,
and move on
and face front.
Okay.
Another man perhaps might see her, and she might also conceive for that one.
Yeah.
That she didn't work for this one does not mean she's a failure or she will not do it. No. I've seen cases like that. Sometimes marry another person, what was problem at first is no longer a problem. So things change. I'm not a prophet anyway, but sometimes it happens.
Yes, it does happen.
Let her consider all of these things before making decision. Let her put every emotional blackmail aside and her emotions aside and ask herself all these questions and face the reality. She knows herself better than Uchi. She knows what she can bear. She knows what she cannot. So let her just ask herself and make a firm decision. Forget about whatever the man is saying, crying foul and all the rest of it. It's only God that changed man.
Yes.
You can't change Uche. It's only God that can change man. That is true.
All right.
No,
thank you so much.
Anything.
Thank you so
That's
much.
my little contribution, Holy Ray.
Thank you so much, my Uche. It is not a little contribution, it's a huge one, because we are together, collectively trying to save a sister as usual. 09073530044 or 09087668888. You know that our time is just an hour, and in a few minutes we will definitely be wrapping up. Keep it coming through. Few more calls and then we will be wrapping up. And if you're not joining me via YouTube and Facebook stream, then you are missing. Please head out right there to Facebook and to YouTube, Eagles FM Abuja, and join my live stream. You can also drop your contribution from the social media platforms, and your Holy Ray will grab it from here. 09073530044 or 09087668888. Call the WhatsApp number or send me a voice note, text message to the number 09097054450. And if you're just joining us, this is Relationship Saga with Holy Ray. This program comes to you every Saturday. 8 p.m. is our time, and it's a show where we talk about real life story, the way it happens and how it happened, and we'll talk about issues from various areas, angles of relationship: single parenting, divorce, separation, family dispute, early childhood violation, everything in as much as is a relationship. That is what we talk about on this show. So keep it coming through. Today is a story of the woman whose husband left her for over 4 years, 3 years plus, got married to another woman because, according to her and the story, she was unable to conceive within the period of years they were living together as couple, and the man loses patience and said, no, this is not what I want. Sometimes it baffles me how some men act as if the woman is the giver of the children. It doesn't work that way. I don't know, but let me know, what is your advice? This woman had gone ahead to return the bride price, but she is feeling like, no, I would have dealt with him more, I would have done this man collected his bride price, he did not say anything. It can be funny when this is the same bride price you wanted to return. Now you return and you're still feeling like, it's it will make you feel like, doesn't mean that everything that we had been together, every time we spent together, did not really mean much to this person. Why would he, do that? But then, human beings, we're just who we are. 09073530044. A few more minutes. Holy Ray will be wrapping up the show. So let me know what you think about it. What is your advice for this lady? What do you think she should do to her husband, ex-husband? Hello.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. What's your name and where you calling from?
Joseph from Kauraka.
All right, thank you. Let's hear you.
You see, what made the woman to go and return the bride price? I believe that the woman have already made up her mind to divorce the man. Because for her to take a step, I went to the family of the husband and returned the bride side. So that showed that he have already made up his mind for divorcing. So no need to be asking any question again as to whether to still remain or not. He should better prepare and leave the man alone. So God will send another person to her for her. That's my own advice for her.
All right, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that advice, but at the moment, she is not asking us for support as an advice to go back to the husband, but rather, she is saying that she has returned this bride price, so, but she is feeling that she should have done more. According to her, she was told that this is a punishable offense. You're legally wedded, married to a woman. The woman is very much alive. You go and marry another woman, even wed the woman in her own church. So now she is saying that, do we think that returning only the bride price is okay? Or she is trying to wrap her head around what she should do to this man. She can't find herself. So now she's feeling like she wants to go further, maybe sue him, lock him up so that he will go serve the terms that is required for that punishment that is required for that single act that the husband had portrayed. That is what she's asking us about. So that was it. Few more minutes to go. 09073530044 or 090-8766-8888. I have a message here, but before then, I have a message here. It says, let her move on with her life with another man, because if she did not conceive, the man will still look for another wife. Let her forget him, because revenge is not the cure. By putting him in prison and all of that, the family of the man can't watch her stay too. So let her free her mind, move on. Another man will come for her. Thank you very much for that advice. Let's have more reactions to this. Good evening. This one says, good evening. She should go on with a proper divorce if she really wants to be free from the man. That man is wicked and heartless. Okay, that's it. I think that's what she should do. She should just go ahead and finalize everything that has to do with that relationship. All right, I guess this is much that we can take on the show today. But don't forget that the show comes to you every Saturday, 8 p.m. It is a platform where we talk about real life stories, real life happenings, how it happened to you. So if you're listening to us this evening, you have a story, you're going through stuff, you want to share, you need to get advice, you want some counseling, you want to get people's opinion so that you can now know what to do and how to put up your own ideas together and move on with your life, then this program is for you. And also, if you are somebody that is married and as a man, you're not comfortable or something is happening and you want to talk about it, this show is for you. And if you are violated or somebody violates your child, or you are saying something that is not right going on in your environs, your compound, your neighbors, please do us a favor by joining us on this show. And also, like I said earlier before we commence, we are open for sponsorship. So please, you might necessarily not come and sponsor the whole thing, but then when you bring your business on these platforms, on this space, you're contributing to the program staying on air, and you know that this is also our peak time right here on Eagles FM. So please, if you're doing business, you have something you want to put on radio and you want to support us also in partnership for sponsorship of the show, please, this is the number that you will call or send me a text message. The number is 090-3493-4234. That is 090-3493-4234. So please call me or send a text message and let me know what exactly you want to talk about. Is it that you have a story to tell, and or you want to join us and welcome on board as a partner or as a sponsor? Let me know which one you will want to do. And this is where I will get to say a very big thank you to you for being part of this show. Thank you so much for always joining Holy Ray on air to save a family, to save a relationship. A lot of things are happening in the sphere of relationship, and of course sometimes it's always good that you speak to someone about it. What did I say again? A problem shared is half solved. Okay, all right, a message just popped in now. Who could this be now? All right, it's an empty space, in case you're the one. Okay, it's an empty space, so just try and let's see how we will do that. So I will see you all next week Saturday, 8 p.m. is the time. Until next week, make sure you stay healthy and make sure you take care